who were AFC rivals for almost 25 years. It's the Broncos and the Seahawks. All that and more coming up next.
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Of Super Bowl 48, the Seahawks and Broncos are underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Seahawks set to go on offense here, and it is the Pro Bowler Geno Smith at quarterback, Charles, in his 12th NFL season.
And Smith continues to show that his career resurgence hasn't been some fluke. He's brought a level of maturity, stability, and good play that allows him to compete with any team on any given week. The real question is whether or not he can become a championship caliber quarterback. Only time will tell, but for now, he's done enough to give this franchise reason to believe they can certainly get the job done.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. But not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for week 1, guys still have to practice. They still have to train, and injuries do crop up. You're exactly right about that, though, Brandon. None of the people supporting this team wanted to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So now here are the Broncos to take over on offense, led out by their rookie quarterback, drafted 12th overall, Bo Nix out of Oregon.
And we knew from the moment the commissioner called his name on draft night, and by the way, laid a pretty good hug on the commissioner going across the stage. But we knew he had a chance to be the starter week 1. He dove right into the playbook, ingratiated himself with his teammates, and that's exactly how things have played out.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To throw is Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Throwing Nix. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. We get a peek here at this past draft class for them. And, you know, the front office certainly prioritized certain traits that they were looking to take advantage of in this draft, Charles. A lot of speed, a lot of athleticism, a lot of talent here in this crew.
And, Brandon, one of the things I know about the best drafters in the business, they have a plan.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
41 yards.
And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside, so he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Geno now to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Still on his feet. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 64 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nix to the air. Screen play set up for Williams. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
To throw, here's Nix. A short one to the tack.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now the ball now going back. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos have taken the lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Back to throw, Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off of play action, here's Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Smith.
This one to the former Bronco. It's Noah Fant.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. Now Gino.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Now it's Nix.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Nix.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. Now a give up the middle to Williams.
65 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. 2nd down and 4.
Back to throw. Nix eluding the press, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses have their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Absolutely, and that sack finally the first step in the right direction for a stop. 7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Time for another look now at Geno Smith in the Seahawk offense.
And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well, no one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Smith.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. That's returnable now for Smith.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They find some open field here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
2nd and 10. Back to the air with Nix.
Rolling to his left. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. He'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nix to throw again. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Throwing Nix. He'll buy some time right. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. To throw is Nix.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. Nix. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We start in the AFC West with Las Vegas heading to their former home in LA to take on the Chargers at SoFi Stadium. And it's the Chargers who are out in front as that game's gone to halftime. Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head eastward to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. C.J. Stroud, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Cooper Rush, 2 touchdown passes thus far. It was former Tar Heel Javonte Williams with a solid first half. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next position.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Here is 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun is Nix.
Hard throw, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. This is the tight end Fant. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
And that's good for the Seahawks.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. 2nd and 9. To throw, here's Nix.
Sliding out of the pocket. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And a solid run down inside the 30.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Steps away. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Lutz is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
Brandon Jones
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
At the 23-yard line.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Smith.
Smith and Jigba with a grab. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over. Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Here's Smith to return it. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Nix to the air. They'll get that complete to Franklin. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Denver.
Looking to throw. Nix.
That's taken in by Franklin.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nix, flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
Looking to throw. Nix, throw right side, complete to Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Nix, flushed out right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Nix looking to throw again. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he's going to be touched down here. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Williams will try again. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll indeed take a knee. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. They were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So Gino and the Seahawks down by 9. 1:06 to play. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10. This one goes underneath to Walker.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Smith's going to throw it. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
Smith.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He's going to let it fly.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Denver, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile,